From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll run again with Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Throw caught by Achane. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The Dolphins at 1-7 now on the year. And they come in really scuffling. Losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And I like where the management is taking this team now, because the record, not great, we know that. But now they're looking to the future, using the younger players instead of some of the veterans. They want to see how they produce in the cauldron of an NFL season.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. They'll run, Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Achane once more, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. Now the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll run for it with Achane. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go, son.
Darnold. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. To throw is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here's second and 8. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he's...
Touchdown! Najee Harris from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Steelers 14, Dolphins 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Dolphins 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Achane on the counter, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Darnold completes it, and they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A good pickup there at 22.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Darnold on first down. A throw on the money there to Doolin. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And the Steelers first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
2nd and 2. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And take it right on the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Darnold.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
That bumps this up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
For a Miami Dolphin.
Here's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Here's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Darnold. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Darnold now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Harris running straight ahead. Able to slither by. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers just continue to roll.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down. And he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
On the give, this is Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Darnold throws left side. Atwell's got it.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Flushed out right. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
From the 31, here's second down and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him go like turtle at this point. You can just go.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, Darnold.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Off of play action, Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Alex Highsmith
able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Darnold.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they will take a knee here.
Paid for this? Who wants my jersey?
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation